Two blunts deep trying to have a serious conversation that I panned out for a week. You never told me that. Not you dropping the lore in the middle of my first podcast episode. Action. Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Zaire, and this is the coffee table. Welcome. This is my first episode, and I feel like it had to be on 420. Once I realized that 420 was also on Easter, it just had to happen. So this is our 420 Easter pilot episode, the first episode of the coffee table. So I have already pre-coffeed my table because I do not know the YouTube regulations about me engaging in marijuana on camera. Therefore, I didn't. If you want to see that, I might set up a Patreon or something to like get around that, because Patreon, like, OnlyFans, or they're kind of like more, you can get away with more shit. So yeah, we gotta see how that goes. I'm figuring out. The highs and lows of being everything. My own producer, my own writer, my own editor, my own research assistant. Anyway, I'm so smacked, bitch.
You're doing great. What?
I literally thought about how I was gonna start this off in my head, and I would just say the first sentence that I thought. Back in 2014, I'm 24 now, so I'm talking 10 years ago. When I first started smoking weed, everybody was acting like I was a motherfucking crackhead. Everybody was acting like I was a crackhead. I feel like everybody was acting like there was something seriously wrong with me to want to engage with weed, especially within my family. And now I swear, other than my grandma, all them niggas done touched weed in front of me in the last 10 years, at least once. So I just feel like I wanted to have a conversation around the culture that drugs and alcohol kind of brings to society, and how it's kind of it's so weird how substances like coffee and alcohol and now weed, over the past 10 years, I feel like weed has become a lot more normalized than it was when I first started smoking weed. But it's those are drugs, and they're taken so differently from drugs like shrooms, acid, even though these are used for medical research and stuff like that. Even opioids and how people get hooked to opioids and stuff like that. Even though those are it often people get hooked off of opioids from prescription drug use, from getting a knee surgery, something as innocent as tearing your freaking ACL, and now you're addicted to perks. I wrote a lot about alcohol culture in my notes because alcohol, it bewilders me that we have normalized a poison, and how it's one, in your 20s, odd not to engage with it sometimes. Two, we don't have anything that does not revolve around a bar. Round one has a bar. Any arcade that you go to now, Dave and Buster's, has a bar. They would put fucking bars in the motherfucking library if they could. I feel they feel like that would make niggas come. They would put a bar in the library.
A bar in the library doesn't sound too bad. Honestly, I'd probably go.
If that's the only way I can get his ass to go to the library with me, just put a bar in the goddamn. I'm like, let's put a bar in the goddamn library.
I would definitely be. I'd be thinking about that library a little more. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like I wouldn't want to get drunk and pick out books, because I'd already be leaving the library with 20 books.
I'd probably pick books and then get drunk and then read them. So,
yeah, think about me. I go fuck around, get a drink, and start browsing. End up with 26 books. I'm trying to check. Then won't bring them back on time. But also, I talked to you about this before, but I've been watching 4 Weddings. every time a bitch don't got alcohol at her wedding or the type of alcohol that another bitch don't like, automatic zeros across the board. Like, your wedding was ass. Why is her wedding ass just because, like, you couldn't get shit faced? Like, why was her, like, you couldn't have a good time with her without, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a couple of hours. And mind you, at the reception, you can definitely sneak out and go get you a little something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you dependent on this bitch's wedding to get drunk? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that such a big deal? Because if I was invited to a wedding and I found out that it was dry, that would have absolutely, like, that's what they call them, dry weddings. That would have absolutely no bearing on whether or not I was attending the wedding. I'd be like, if I want to get drunk, I guess I'm gonna have to hide it. But, like, I don't even be on that type of time. Anyway, there's just kind of like this very, very normalized culture, like, built around it. And when you deviate outside, like, what everybody sees as, like, the okay drugs, you're weird and you're a junkie, and like, you're never going to succeed in life. And I even find myself falling into, like, this line of thinking and speaking this way sometimes about myself and about others. But, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, like, the Aztecs in ancient Africa, the Native Americans, like, they was definitely, like, getting high. They were smoking fucking plants. They was mixing anything together that made them feel some type of way. That's how we know about the stuff that we know about now. That's why you can now go on the internet and literally look up da 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 da, how to make, how to grow, how to mix, how to brew, and basically make anything, because at some point in prehistoric times, somebody was experimenting with that. So why now, when people experiment with that, it's like, ugh. And that's not to say that, like, I want to, like, encourage drug addiction, or I think, like, people should be able to be high at work. No, because I do not want my motherfucking doctor high at work. You better be sober if you cut me open or probing me, drawing my blood, putting anything in me. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if somebody party every now and then and they wanna engage in a little something.
In this video, right?
I was gonna say, how many times can I say weed, shrooms, acid, heroin? Like, how many times can I say these things?
We won't be talking about that last one. I don't think we have anything to say
but,
about that.
I mean, I don't got too much to say about it, but it is a part of, like, what I'm talking about. I don't have personal experiences with that one, but, like, it's like, I'm not ever gonna shoot up every once in a while, but it's like, if every once in a while I'll pop a pill or something like that, how can I judge somebody for shooting up every once in a while?
Well, that's kind of simple to see, because shooting up is, for one, a different type of transaction, and the drug being induced is a leap into a realm of drugs in which you don't really walk out of. That's for starters. On top
I
of
feel
that,
like you're right. Like, maybe that's the thing. Some drugs you can't do casually.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like, in general, all drugs have different effects on different people. Some people can't walk away from whatever it is, depending on the person. But yeah, the big H. I would never want to experience anything like that, and I would hope that you would never have to experience anybody in first person face value who is on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a nice sight. Shit's crazy. I used to live in Kensington. Yeah, I lived in Kensington before.
No, absolutely not. But move your mic, because it's flapping around. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never told you that. Yeah,
you never told me that. Not you dropping the lore in the middle of my first podcast episode. Do you want me to cut that out?
No, that's alright. I mean, I used to live everywhere in Philly. Like,
yeah, I've kind of noticed. You be like, I used to live around the corner from here. I used to live around the corner from here. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, nigga, where did you not live? Like, you lived on motherfucking every street in this
Yeah, like sometimes I
motherfucker.
don't say it because I know it's annoying.
It's
But
not that
sometimes
it's
I'll be like,
annoying, but it's just like, damn, like,
I just be in my nostalgia bag sometimes. Like, wow, like living out here, for
I'm just
instance,
amazed
is
that
like
you've moved that many times. It's not like I'm not annoyed that you say that to me.
true.
I just watched the Ray Charles documentary.
Oh yeah, what
Yeah.
was
You know, he was addicted to heroin, and that's like what
that? That's a good way to bridge into that, though. No, that is a good way to bridge into that, though, because it's like,
you look so shocked that I said that.
because it's like, why are you like,
Why'd you just bring up Ray
why did you
Charles?
find a way to talk about it? Like, but like you found a kind of cool way to talk about it.
But a majority of the movie, I feel like it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's about him.
Shit, my bad.
Goddamn, baby.
Big toe.
Get you.
Fuck,
Damn
keep
it! Just
like,
ask me to hand it to
I
you.
thought I could get it.
Oh my god! But
Sorry.
I'm not gonna say the whole movie is about like him. It's not the whole movie is not about him being addicted to heroin, but I feel like one of the major plot points, like at a certain point, was about his journey with like getting off it. Because the movie literally basically fucking ended after that nigga got off the heroin. I'm like, nigga, I want to see what the fuck else happened to this nigga. Like,
Right. See, you see how they like glamorize it. Like they made a movie about this nigga on heroin. That's crazy.
like no. They actually didn't make it seem like fun at all. And the whole, like I said, the whole movie wasn't about it. But it became like a plot point after he got off of it. It basically was like, it started doing that thing that like at the end of Black movies where they're like, Ray went to college. Like, and it was like, and Ray never did heroin again. Like,
the little corny fucking outro narrator shit.
So, oh my God. I did not mean to describe it like that, but holy shit. Action. You know, I was trying to do the little thing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Boom. We stopped. We moved the camera a little bit because I got the camera right in front of the fridge. I'm not gonna cat right in front of the mini fridge. This is our little munchie of the day. It's a blue bunny. I do not remember what these things are called.
You said blue. Are they blue bunny Jones?
I think so. I believe so. And that's why it's kind of funny because this is the Easter episode. By the way, I'm going to say this now. I'm an Easter bunny. I was going to mention it later, but I am an Easter bunny. So blue bunny ice cream. That's also why the Easter theme has arisen. It's like a strawberry shortcake mini drumstick John. With a strawberry jelly filling.
Like, the filling ain't that bad.
It's pretty good. Like,
the idea of it and looking at it is unpleasing. But
yeah, because it kind of looks like raw chicken. They're trying to give you that vibe.
Yeah, like,
but I just don't look at it. But it also has like this
like bone marrow. Like,
yes. But it has like this white chocolate like hard shell on the outside. That shit pretty nice. But I was talking about the Ray Charles movie before we were so rudely interrupted by our munchies. So it wasn't a major plot point, his like heroin usage. And I feel like they tried really hard like not to glamorize it. Because like one, I don't know why like I keep wanting to say that this person was played by Dave Chappelle. I might be wrong. I'm probably so. Wait, I gotta look it up. I might be so wrong, but I swear to God, I think Dave Chappelle was like one of the niggas on the band, and he was like addicted to heroin. And so like we kind of saw this nigga basically like they was like throwing little jabs at him. They was
that Ray Charles was played by.
No, Ray Charles was played by Jamie Foxx.
Oh, I thought you said that. I just said that Dave Chappelle was playing him.
Absolutely fucking not. I don't think I will be able to watch that.
No.
Dave Chappelle playing a blind piano player. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. That just sounds like a skit before we even like.
Could be anything else.
Bro. But I think that Dave Chappelle like played this nigga. He was like addicted to heroin, and we literally first of all watched that nigga low key like rot. Like in the first couple episodes, he was kind of normal. He's kind of just like, yeah, I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna get my little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then that man was like, they was like, yeah, you about to go waste your whole check on that juice. Like they was on his ass. They was on his ass, bro. But then I'm not gonna count. It was the scene. Well, first of all, he also was the character that like introduces Ray Charles, Jamie Foxx to heroin. But in his defense, like he asked for it. Like he basically you can't sit next to me. Actually, I'm not letting you. No, what happened was like he busted in the room on them. He's like, yeah, like what y'all doing? And then like stop. The Dave Chappelle nigga was like yeah, you don't want none of this shit or something like that. The other nigga was like, oh, like no, like Ray not pussy, like you know what I'm saying? Like basically trying to be like, just because he blind don't mean this nigga can't get addicted to fucking him. I'm like, yo, how he even know where to shoot up? Like I'm literally wondering that the whole fucking movie, but like I fucking digress.
He did himself.
Yes, because he starts doing heroin like behind his wife's back and stuff. Like we see scenes of him like Jamie Foxx with fucking prosthetic eyes and sunglasses on like this, and a fucking
prosthetic eyes is crazy.
No, that ass had on prosthetic like eyes that made them like shut. Cause I swear, I'm looking at him and I'm like, mommy, those are not his real, like, cause you know I watched it with my mom. Mommy, those are not his real eyes, like. So, yeah, that nigga like gets him addicted, and then we basically watched like that nigga like fucking go to piss, like he stopped working for them because like he fucking was off the heroin real fucking bad, and then fucking Ray started fucking his whole fucking life up, and then he was like cheating on his wife with this bitch. She started begging for the heroin. He like, you don't want this, you don't want this. Apparently she fucking do, because she ends up fucking around and killing herself with it or some shit. So then that's why he like went and got clean. So like it wasn't like a major plot point, but it's like there was kind of like bits and pieces basically throughout the whole movie, like that kind of like it was one of the like plot lines because I guess it was a part of his life. But like nah, that shit actually looked horrible. I also don't like needles, so you know I'm grossed out the whole movie every time this blind motherfucker goes to fucking shoot up. Stop. Stop. Oh my god. That shit kind of traumatizing. You know?
Yeah.
And that was just like movie dramatized like drug addiction.
You keep saying movie, but you said episodes. So it's a show?
No. It's biography, movie, drama film. It's like 2.5 hours motherfucking long though.
Oh, okay.
I meant scenes when I said episodes probably. Okay. But like that shit was dead ass 2.5 hours long. I was like, mother.
That's wild. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna have that man was in the height of addiction. He didn't give a fuck about nothing. Like the way he started making music in the middle of his side chick leaving him, like I know that like again, I know that this is like a dramatized like version, but this bitch is like, I'm leaving you. He's like, oh, that sounds good. Hold on. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back. What the fuck are you doing? Are you writing a song in the middle of me trying to break up with you, nigga? Because you won't leave your wife for me? Diverting back to our original conversation. I don't want to get like too much into the specifics of like drugs and other drugs because you know I don't do them. I don't know much about them. This man just had to like spit some game to me about heroin, so like
because like I don't know nothing about heroin.
No, I'm just saying like
no, I'm just saying too. I'm just saying too. I don't know shit about heroin, right? I ain't never nope. I ain't never seen it.
I was saying, like, you opened my eyes to the
dealt with it.
Oh my god. We are too childish to engage in this right now. 2 blunts deep trying to have a serious conversation that I panned out for weeks. Oh my god. The third one will get figured out in a minute. I'm about to make you do it. How about that? I gotta eat my junkie juice. Why are you buying? Oh my! You want to know something? I'm literally gonna edit in like all of the actions that you're doing behind the camera, like when you were back there, like I'm gonna be like pretends to be blind because they have to know why I'm laughing at you, bro. I'm not gonna make myself look dumb because niggas ain't got context. Since you back here miming this shit out of this joke, back here playing fucking mime, but. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into like all of the drugs because I feel like this man just like opened me up to the fact that apparently you can't casually do heroin. I don't fucking see why because I feel like you can casually do everything else. But
I mean, some people.
I feel like some people, but that probably takes an incredible amount of self control.
Some people just have the tolerance, or some people just have the self control or the willpower.
Because I feel like there are some people and they're real serious about their job and they go out on weekends and like they're a whole different person.
See, when you said real serious about their job,
like I mean, like,
but that's when it put me in a whole different perspective because you got to remember there are suits and ties that are hell bent, not hell bent, age bent, like you mean like really heroin like addicts, fucking like dope addicts, and suit and tie, fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like getting like 30,000 a month and shit, moving companies and whatnot.
The Wall Street niggas be fucking they definitely be doing like shit tons of cocaine too. Mm-hmm. I told you that whole thing about apparently Donald Trump wear diapers because he did so much cocaine he be shitting on himself.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I believe that shit. That nigga got a diaper booty. You're like,
I mean, he old. Everybody that's old and like up there definitely got diapers on. That's why they be so mad.
I'm not gonna cap. You gotta put me in a diaper and shoot me.
Yeah, I don't want to have to wear a diaper on an old
head. We gotta segue out of this. I keep bringing us back a weekend.
I mean, like, God bless the old heads and God bless the elders. But
bro, being old sounds so inconvenient.
It is.
Especially because, like, let's talk about this real quick. People fucking hate old people and babies. And they are literally the most vulnerable people.
The most vulnerable and the most valuable. Yeah.
The past generation and the next generation, what the fuck? Like, literally, like, history in the future. We're literally supposed to be like, what the fuck? Like, why are we so mean to old people and babies? Like, I'm not gonna care. The kids do.
Some old people don't never learn. Like the old head from SpongeBob. It's like, no.
How many times did
you this lesson, old man? You know what's really crazy about that scene? Like everybody heard what happened, but they just all thought it was old head. Like I forgot what happened. I think like SpongeBob ran past, said something crazy, and they was like, "Huh?" And they turned around old head. They just all in sync blame him. Shit was crazy. Like, I don't know why they all was wrong at the same time. Like it was all on that same shit. Like, slid on old head like 3 times an episode.
Oh. All right, let me end this fucking topic. Look. Stop calling people junkies. Point blank period. Even if they is a junkie. Because even people who are addicted to drugs, look at this fucking society that we live in. Wouldn't you be addicted to drugs if you weren't? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I was a little less strict with my life, like, come on.
I ain't going around saying that.
What? Look, life is hard. I feel like sometimes you can't blame people for wanting to escape. That's all I'm saying. Next topic. Unpopular opinion. Easter is literally Eid for Christians. Lent is Ramadan. Think about it.
Whose opinions are these?
This is mine.
Oh.
It's mine. Like, you know how I be talking about, I think that, like, all religions are interconnected and stuff like that? I realized Christians fucking fast for 40 days, and then they have a celebration at the fucking end of it. Muslims, every 11 months instead of every 12 months, fast for about 30 days, and then they have a celebration at the end. Ramadan for Christians. All religions are connected. All gods are the same. Think about it. I gotta finish my ice cream before I talk more. So I'm not gonna lie. Rap to him, baby.
A lot of religions have drawn from the same roots, for sure, and they continue to preach the same lessons and the same wisdom, just perforated in different cultures and different designs, because for the farther span of the people in the land.
Some things get misconstrued. It's like a game of telephone. Somebody was like, yeah, so they fasted for 40 days, and it was 30 days. They fasted for 40 days over there, and at the end, it's this shit called Easter. No, it was fucking E, nigga. You just get shit mistaken over the seas.
It kind of is something like that. Like, like information is passed throughout the land, and like throughout the span of that, it throughout the span of the land and the time, like certain corners switch up and change and customize it to how they see fit. Billions of years ago, wherever the fuck, whoever decided to make the Bible and shit, that's when all that shit happened. Whatever. Me personally, I don't know. I don't really mind either or.
I think it's cool.
Or not belief system.
You know that I kind of like dip my toe in all of them because I'm a chameleon. So I mean,
I hear you.
I'll be doing Ramadan and going to church.
I did my time a little bit with all of them too. Freaking my mom, went to school for like religion and shit, basically. So like, know a little of this, know a little of that. You know what I'm saying?
I finished my ice cream. All right, I'm gonna start referring to my notes now and see what I wrote about this subject. Lent and Ramadan are the same thing. Prove me wrong. Why did I write it like that? So, why did I write? I'll cut that out if I have to. But I dead ass wrote that.
Cut that
out. And I wonder why I got fired.
I won't say that.
I also wrote in here that I wanted to learn about Judaism. I don't know if I told you about the girl that I worked with. And I think next year we're going to do a thing where I go to her house for Hanukkah and she comes over for Kwanzaa. And I feel like that shit will be fucking lit. Because first I love her. Like, cultural differences. Like, that's what I was telling you about with the
don't they get gifts every day on Hanukkah?
You're supposed to get gifts like every day on Kwanzaa too.
No, you're not.
I thought you were supposed to get like small gifts.
No.
They might get gifts every day.
Like on Kwanzaa, every day is supposed to like be attributed to every day of Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you do activities.
I mean, I know
like, things come out of those activities. So like you may get something out of that, sure, but like the gift giving part is the last day.
Yeah, okay, that's because that's usually how I do it. Like I give, I do coloring books and shit like that. Little bracelet making kids, so we make hella bracelets, and like I'll have bracelets pre-made.
Well, I mean, if you look at it a certain way, you kind of do get gifts.
Exactly. I mean, so like, it's kind of like the same vibe with them. But also getting into that, they sound so goddamn similar. Like Hanukkah and Kwanzaa are so fucking like similar in some senses that it's kind of like, bro, Is fucking Kwanzaa just Hanukkah for black people? For like,
I mean,
no,
I don't know which one was around first.
definitely
Hanukkah,
Hanukkah.
yeah.
Yeah, because Kwanzaa was founded in 1968. Like Hanukkah's definitely older than Kwanzaa. But like, that's like an interesting thought, and I feel like I should do like a little bit more research on that because, you know, at the coffee table we don't always come with our research. Sometimes we just come to talk shit about it and think about it with other people. That's why the comments are supposed to be like an open dialogue. Like, this is always a correct me if I'm wrong thing, because like, look, in some things I'm smart as hell, and some things I'm stupid as hell. So you might actually teach me something, but I will fact check you. And if you lie in my comments, you're getting blocked. Like, sorry, don't correct me and be wrong. Do not correct me and be wrong, because I will block you. Ugh, I have to sit different. My fucking knees. So I also wanted to tell some stories of like me being the Easter Bunny because it was an experience. I work at a photo studio. I always feel like I keep my jobs pretty like anon until they fire me. Fuck T-Mobile. Until like they fire me or something, or like I quit. But yeah, I work at a photo studio, and for Easter, of course, we needed an Easter bunny. We didn't have a Santa because they couldn't afford to get a fucking Santa. So like this is kind of like a big deal. We had to have Easter bunny. They got the costume. My manager asked me to get into it, so I'm like, okay, because mind you, this costume's huge. So like you gotta be like at least like 5'8" to get in that joint and it look right. Like my manager was like barely there. Like that shit looked kind of crazy on her. But yeah, you get in this suit. First of all, it smells like fucking breath. Like it literally smells like breath. It smells like sweat. Like I could not be like the Chuck E. Cheese nigga at Chuck E. Cheese. I could not be the Chuck E. Cheese nigga at Chuck E. Cheese. I could not be one of them niggas at like Disneyland in the big ass fucking like foam head or nothing like
the
that.
Chuck E. Cheese costume was probably haunted.
Bro.
I mean, niggas die in them joints a year. It's like, oh my bad.
I don't know what the fuck. But like, yeah, first of all, it is spooky in there because the only part that you can see out of is the eyes and the mouth.
They pizza is good as shit though. Took my daughter there.
You talking about Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, they pizza still slap.
Bro, if you guys didn't know, Chuck E. Cheese is a ghost kitchen on DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
So you can order, you can order Chuck E. Cheese pizza, but it goes under a different name. I forgot what the name is, but it dead ass goes under like a different name. Like it's like a fucking pizzeria, and it's just like the Chuck E. Cheese menu. And when like as a DoorDash driver, you just go to Chuck E. Cheese to pick it up. Dead ass.
Yeah, no, they pizza recipe is golden.
It's fucking distracting me.
I'm sorry.
No, their pizza good as hell. It is. But let me keep telling them about how not fucking good this fucking costume smell. Smell like buns. First of all, just everything about the costume kind of gave off like moist vibes. But I digress. I get in the fucking costume. You wanna know why? Because I love my manager. And she is beautiful and she entrusted me with this task. So, you know what I do? I put the goddamn costume on. I literally can't see shit. I'm literally walking around. I'm walking around and she's leading me around like I'm Ray fucking Charles. Like I'm fucking blind. Like I can't see shit. So I'm just in the costume like this. Like just trying to look like a bunny.
In the costume, like, pass me the hair on.
You're so fucking childish.
You still Ray Charles.
Oh my god. I'm in the costume. I can't see shit. And you know, of course, we hyping it up to the kids because like I feel like kids don't believe in shit no more. Like they have like the internet and shit nowadays. Like unless the kids were like fucking 4, like they did not actually believe that I was a bunny. And like them older kids is looking me in my eyes like, who is this? Who is this sad person in this fucking costume? It's me, bitch. It's fucking me, cause like I can't see shit. It smells. It's hot as fucking here. Like this bitch got me standing up, sitting down, bedded over. Like you got the kids sitting on me and shit, and my underarms is cooking right now. And then that's another thing. I could smell my own underarms in the mask. So it's like I'm talking about. It smelled like, you know. First of all, bounce the fuck that ass, but like sweat and like breath in the mask. I'm like, am I smelling other niggas? Am I smelling other niggas' underarms?
You revitalizing what was there already.
Then she got the nerve. Like I didn't even tell you guys about how she just sprayed the little Lysol spray in it before. Like I put my head in it, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to wash my fucking hair after this. Like what the fuck? And another thing, the fucking head is sliding the fuck around. Hold on, I'm hitting the fucking mic. But the fucking head is sliding the fuck around on my head. So if I go like this a little bit, that don't go. And now my eye holes is over. My eye holes is over here, and it looks like the bunny is facing this way, or doing things this way and facing this way, like a fucking demon. Mm-hmm. It was just a whole bunch of bullshit. Oh my god, it was funny. I made a couple kids cry. That was fucking interesting because I felt bad, and I was like, "Do they want me to take it off, or is that gonna be scary? Do they want me to take it off, or is that gonna be like worse?" Like I kind of.
It depends how old they are, I guess.
Do you feel like you would be scared?
You can't move around too much. Like if you're in the costume and you're like moving around a lot, she might get
I'm gonna start breakdancing. She gonna start tweaking.
She might get startled by it. She might fuck with it though, cause it's breakdancing. She fuck with breakdancing.
I'm gonna start jerking. She's not gonna know what that is.
But if she see you take the head off and it's your head, that's gonna fuck her up.
Only thing that's saving you.
But I need that time I see your point.
Is a heart of a woman. Yeah.
It would scare her if I was in the costume?
So like for her, I think it was her first or second birthday or some shit. I was in this blow up unicorn costume.
Oh, you told me about this?
Yeah, I was in this blow up unicorn costume, and she was freaked the fuck out. She didn't know what to do. She fucked with it, but she didn't know what to do. And she could see my head, and that my head was like under the unicorn head. Yeah, that shit looked ridiculous.
She said, "Daddy's an animal."
You know the unicorn show on Netflix I showed you, the centaur joint? I look like fucking dumb like that shit. Like, I look really fucking...
Anything for your fucking baby, though.
Oh, of course.
Anything for your baby.
I don't know where them pictures are. They probably on one of my broke phones.
I'm not gonna Can you find it for me?
Yeah, I'll get somebody to send it to me.
Some of the kids was fucking crying and shit. I had a fucking child poop on me, like... They was in my lap, was taking pictures with all the siblings. Child fucking shitting in my lap. And I was just, I'm in a white costume, first of all. I'm about to banish you. There was also like this time where I was like hopping around the office and the head turned completely backwards. And there was like kids in there. There was also like, there's a bunch of times that we had to cover up the fact that the Easter Bunny didn't actually fucking exist because there was kids that saw it and wanted to see it, but niggas wanted to get out the fucking costume. And I'm sorry, once I take that head off, it's over. I'm not putting it back on to the next photo shoot. Fuck that shit. That shit was... That shit was something. All the kids wanted to hug me and stuff. I was like, I have never like hugged this many children ever. Like, and you know I'm not like super touchy feely, so I was like, ugh. And they got like boogers and shit. They wiped it on my white costume. Like, it was a fucking mess. Happy Easter, everybody. I feel like that was like a good first episode. You guys let me know. If you hated it, keep it to yourself. Because I don't give a fuck.
If you hated it, say what you didn't like about it. I mean, I'll read it.
I'll read it.
I like constructive
You're
criticism.
being so sweet about it, though. I'm like, nah, fuck these niggas and their fucking opinion. You're like, if you have some real constructive criticism, I'll read it and I'll make sure that she takes it into account.
If it's worth it, if it's worth that.
Exactly. Like,
are you the culprit?
and on that note, happy 420. Enjoy some good weed. Enjoy some dabs if that's your kind. Flower, the Benjamin, the Pennifer. You know, depending on their gender preferences. I could think of a non-binary pen name later. Well, pen is a pretty non-binary pen with 2 N's. Non-binary pen name.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Have a great 420. Have a great Easter. They're on the same day, so get high. Jesus would want you to, because when he ascended back to heaven after he rose on the 3rd day, he was the highest he had ever been in his life.